All right, Shalom. Giving our praise, glory, and honors unto Yahweh by Shemal Shai, by Shem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is the priest Desire One from GMS Atlanta, or another edition of GMS News and Prophecy. I'm here back with an update. On the image of the beast and this system that is being implemented around us in these last days. We know that there is a new world order agenda, which is being implemented based off of this pandemic crisis, the global economic crisis, mainly. All right, as well as the wars in the Middle East, and Esau, so-called white man, is using these things as the catalyst to form his plan, his agenda. All right. Now, dealing with the new system that he's trying to implement around the world when it comes to watching people and tying everything into computers. There's a couple of articles that go into that world emerging. So this is from the federalnewsnetwork.com, and it says USPS, which is the United States Postal Service. The USPS Biometrics program leans on its biggest asset, a post office in every neighborhood. All right. It says the Postal Service is planning to expand its fingerprinting services to 4,000 facilities before the end of 2021, a 40-fold increase from current levels in an effort to make the most of its vast network of post offices across the country. USPS awarded a contract Tuesday to IDEMIA National Security Solutions to provide biometric capture and in-person proofing services. The IDEMIA contract will build off the success of a pilot program USPS started with the FBI 2 years ago, which has led the agency to provide digital fingerprinting services at more than 100 post offices across the country. So they're moving ahead with their biometric system. And this is really what this new normal is leading up to. It's leading up to basically where everyone is going to have to have a shot. They're going to have their eye scan and face scan, fingerprint. Because pretty much the only time you get fingerprinted is when you go to jail. And when you get arrested and then they book you into the local jail, that's when you get fingerprinted. But they want to move this to the workplace, starting with these county, state employees, federal employees, which is the U.S. Postal Service, and other services as well. But this is what we're focusing on now. But this is a part of that new world that's emerging around us. Let's see here. It says Shane Powers, the vice president of operations at NSS, said the success of the program and its potential for growth stem from the agency's vast delivery network. USPS operates 31,000 post offices, and 99% of the U.S. population lives within 10 miles of the nearest post office. And this is just another way for them to keep tabs on their workers, but also on the public as well, because Esau is all about control. So this whole thing with biometrics and computers and fingerprint is all about getting control, man. The scripture says that he wants to be as the Most High, as God, and that's what he's trying to do. Now it says the in-person proofing requires that in-person event, and so what better place to do that than a place that has facilities all over the United States, whether it's many in some of the large to mid-sized cities or smaller offices in the smallest of towns. That's what USPS sees as a great asset, a great way to generate revenue as well, Power said in the interview. And he talks about money, because the more money he has, or I should say the more money he controls, then that's more power that he has in the earth. It says before USPS digitized its fingerprinting process, local post offices and processing facilities required new hires to go through fingerprinting at nearby police stations. But processing those hard copy records took too long, and that's what I was saying. That's really the only time. So you're going to have law enforcement and government services really in cahoots. Okay. So let's see. I want to get to some main points. It says the push for biometric services stems from the latest USPS 5-year strategic plan, which outlines 5 strategic goals. Goal 1 through 5, it says deliver world-class services and customer experiences, equip, connect, engage, and empower employees to serve our customers, innovate faster to deliver value, invest in future platforms, which would just mean more invasive technology, and pursue legislative and regulatory changes necessary to achieve financial sustainability. And I just found this interesting. They're pushing, because I've done previous videos on biometrics and different countries around the world and how they want to use it for identification for the public. But here in the U.S., they want to use it to also fingerprint employees of the state, your local government, such as the Postal Service. So this is something, like I said, they want to tie everyone into the system, okay? This new emerging biometric system. Now, the next article I have, now this is from pymets.com or payments.com. It says digital shift leads Mastercard to take contactless payments to the cloud. All right, and this is now dealing with this payment technology. It says if the sky's the limit for contactless payments, which the pandemic has certainly shown, and if the technology is deployed across mobile devices, then it makes sense to move to the cloud. To that end, Mastercard said Monday, January 11th, 2021, the year of the hastening of the day of Yahweh Shai, our Lord, that it had partnered with NMI and Global Payments to launch a pilot for new cloud-based point-of-sale technology. The goal is to broaden contactless payments acceptance for merchants serving consumers who want to pay with their Android mobile devices. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be added to Apple as well. And this is a pretty good article. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to leave links because it's pretty much self-explanatory. They're constantly expanding the innovation with this technology because they want to lead you to the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. Okay. Pretty much now where you go, you either tap with your card or you tap with your phone. Next is going to be, swipe your hand or tap with your hand. Okay. And I have another one. Now this is from RT.com. It says no mask, no money. HSBC warns UK customers they could forfeit their accounts if they don't obey pandemic rules. Like I said, this pandemic is being used as a way to put tighter and tighter restrictions on the public. Okay, this is from January 13, 2021. And let's see here. It says UK customers who refuse to wear masks inside HSBC branches will be refused service and may have their accounts closed, the bank says. The threat was not well received, particularly given HSBC's criminal history. HSBC customers, now this in the UK, who enter a branch barefaced without a medical exemption could forfeit their money, a spokesperson told UK tabloid The Mirror on Tuesday. The corporation's head of branch network for the UK argued bank workers deserve respect and should not have to face violent or abusive behavior and encouraged customers to stay home and use HSBC's digital banking tools rather than going out to the bank. See, and they're pushing you. See, this is as we get closer and closer to the chip being implemented and made mandatory as the mark of the beast. They're pushing the public more and more towards not use cashless payments, use digital currency, use these apps instead of going in person to the bank. You know, if you do wear your mask, they're causing you to do it, not necessarily making a law to where it says you have to take the chip. No, what they're doing is they're causing you to use these tools, as they say. They're steering the people like sheep to the slaughter, to this NWO. You know, so basically they're saying if you don't wear a face mask, then you're going to have your account closed. You won't be able to get money out. And it's easy to see what's happening here, man. Let me get a scripture, and I'm going to close. We pretty much know what's going on. This is Revelation 13. And I just want to read 15. Well, yeah, I'm going to read 15 on down, just because, man. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. That's this new world order, this new normal. Esau's the one that has the power in the earth right now. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's going to happen soon. If you don't comply, wear your mask or this, then you can, when you're compromised, you can have, the virus 2022. And, because of this new strain, now you're a threat. Or, whatever reason. Or you're rebelling against the, insurrection, as they're talking about in the news now with Trump. So there's many reasons for them to implement summary execution. Look that up. And that could be a possible way that this prophecy right here gets fulfilled. Because people are not conforming to this new world, this new normal that's emerging. Now it says in verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. And we know that that's the microchip implant, all right? Although other Israelites say otherwise. Everything is pointing, all the news is pointing towards Esau, so-called white man, in this world being carnal and having you use your device. So why not a device in your hand or in your forehead? Right? Now it says verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell. See, you won't be able to go to the bank in the UK, HSBC, if you don't wear a mask. Next is going to be, well, have you been, inoculated with the shot? There's going to be, do you have the chip? See, they're gradually moving the public towards this new normal, man, which is this NWO, New World Order, which is leading people to be biometrically connected to this new system. And that's the point, all right? So it says, in that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, which is the microchip implant, whether it's your head or your hand or your forehead, your arm, your foot. It says, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, which is Esau's number, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. And that's how a lot of this legislation is being passed lately, especially here in America. Babylon the Great is being passed through these 666 designated numbers on these legislations, man. All right, and that's just for example. Now, when you go into Revelation, the 14th chapter, the judgment says you're going to be destroyed for taking the mark. This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, so if you take the microchip implant, all right, it says the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. This talking about the nuclear destruction from the different hypersonic and different intercontinental ballistic missiles that these countries have in their arsenal, which I did videos on that this week. That's heavy in the news, World War III. Okay? It says, in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, which is for a time, a long time. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So if you are totally conjoined to this society with the microchip, you're in the biometric system, you done got inoculated, you're just fully engaged in Esau's new image, his new world, then the Lord's going to destroy you when you take the chip. Verse 12, here is the patience of the saints. Who are the saints? The chosen of the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites, those that are trying to do the right thing, and that adhere to the right doctrine through the apostles and elders and men of great millstone. It says, here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua. So, we're seeing that this system is being set up quickly, man. Biometric fingerprinting is being instituted throughout these different, government-funded agencies, whether it's the post office or overseas. Their officials are being fingerprinted and IDing people in the public. You got the inoculation, getting the first essential workers here in America first. They want to get the Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans next, inoculated. And, they wanted you to use contactless payments and wear a mask. If you don't comply, they're going to take your money. All of this is going to be the norm now. Things are getting strict because of this crisis, man. But we're warning you now. We can see it, for you hopeful elect out there. So with that, I'm in it there. I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.